Happy birthday!
I didn't see that coming.
I didn't see it coming either.
That was so loud as well.
I know, I'm sorry, everybody, but it's not every day that you turn 40.
I'm not 40 yet, but also,
Yeah, but
secondly,
by the time this comes out, you will be.
Secondly, we need to now record an intro to this podcast, because if it starts with that, it's going to burst people's eardrums.
I think you can make exceptions. If it's somebody's 40th. Why'd you sigh?
I just don't really. I don't know what to. People get excited about birthdays. It's not really my thing.
You are such a liar.
I don't like the attention. I don't really like the attention. I don't like being.
You love the attention. That's such a lie. You love the attention.
I genuinely don't love the attention.
Okay, how come the last birthday party of yours that I went to?
Birthday
party of yours I went to. You got so excited. You swung a kettlebell at me and then passed out on your bed clutching a trophy.
That can't be the last of my birthdays you came to, because that was 5 years ago. That was like a party
at your house, yeah.
Yeah, and that was because I was very drunk.
Yeah, on birthday spirit.
I was a bit, I think it was overwhelming because my house was so full of people I couldn't actually move around, so I just got too drunk and excited.
Yeah, got a bit nervous.
And then I fell asleep. Before midnight, I think, was there.
Yeah, I've got a great photo of you just clutching your trophy.
Yeah, you'll never let me forget that.
No, never.
Do you remember when... Oh, actually, you've done it twice. You've done it in almost every house you've lived in except this one, where you pass out drunk in your underwear on the toilet floor.
Yeah, I haven't done that here yet.
No vomit.
I haven't actually been drinking alone.
That's great.
Me and Sunil have a trick where we meet up for a coffee and I bring a little bottle of Kahlua and then we put the Kahlua in our coffee. But alone, I haven't been drinking.
What, in a coffee shop when you meet her?
Because you're not allowed to buy alcohol, but they didn't say you can't bring it in a hip flask.
Have I missed that ruling? What was that thing? You can't buy alcohol. It was a
really sneaky new one they brought out, because we were like, fine, I can handle it all as long as we're going to have a mulled wine in the park. And they banned the sale of mulled wine. So
no one can, you can bring your own alcohol, obviously, but you can't. Actually, I suppose if everything's shut anyway, where would you buy alcohol from?
Exactly. So yeah, we just have to do it ourselves.
Oh, so were there some pubs doing like takeaway lagers?
Yeah, so that was nice. We were doing that, and there was like somewhere in Herne Hill that had, I think the Green Parrot in Herne Hill, you could get mulled wine with a shot of spiced rum in it.
Right.
So good. And it warms you. You need it to get through these winter months. And they took away the one thing to try and keep us warm. But don't worry, I've got that sticky Kahlua in my bag. So sticky.
I've never been the type of person that's carried alcohol around with me.
Really?
Just for an emergency. But
I've actually considered getting a hip flask because I've just been using like a little bottle, but I think it might be a good investment for these times, you know?
I had one for a bit in the early days of when we were doing like open mic comedy, and money was a bit tight and stuff. So I remember buying a hip flask because otherwise I was spending 10 quid on pints at the gig.
I did that in Edinburgh one year where I had a bottle of vodka and I'd bring it and just put it into the soda, yeah.
And I think I learned that trick off our old friend Tommy Rosen, comedian.
Yeah.
And he would always have a hip flask. And it was it felt like such a sensible thing. Just like, why wouldn't I just carry my own incredibly strong alcohol with me at all times?
Yeah.
And then slowly I realized it was absolute madness because I was just topping everything up with like brandy or rum. It was just like, there's a reason why you shouldn't just carry around alcohol with you because you don't know what you've drunk after a while.
That's what I think hip flasks should be clear because then you'd know how much was in there. But that because you can't see that's why you always see people look at it and go, and then it's like,
yeah. You want a little window to see how much rum you've had.
Yeah, they don't know they finished it. You've been drinking again for a while?
I haven't. Do you know what? I stopped after Christmas because before I think it was like up until November, I was having a couple of tins every night at home, just 2 cans.
Yeah.
And then I was just like, I'm not getting anything from this, so I just stopped.
That's something I really admire about you. Like, if you think this isn't serving me, you stop doing it, whereas I keep doing it over and over and over again.
Back on the ciggies, though.
Me and Bobby were having a sneaky cigarette.
Yeah, I think it was the fact that like you and Bobby have normalised having cigarettes again. I blame you two.
Well, it's difficult. If you can't smoke in a pandemic, when can you smoke? And so we were having a cheeky cigarette out the window in the evening, and it was like really fun. But we stopped doing that too. All fun is off.
The thing is, you've got like, because I've now been caught smoking outside the flat by my neighbours about 3 times. And I don't mind. It's just that when I moved in, I wasn't smoking, so I've had to make up some excuse. I've been, I've said like, and I think that one of the reasons why I have started is because like I've got stuff to do and I'm just putting it off. And it's a real nice way to break up a day when you've got like stuff to do.
Yeah.
It's just like, oh, I'll just pop out now. But I blame Red Richardson.
No, we can blame him for a lot of things. Yeah, and we must.
A former guest, comedian.
No,
Red
when we
Richardson.
stayed with him, when we escaped the rats, they actually
yes.
supplied us with a lot of cigarettes. But no, it's definitely, it needs to stop. But I just feel like times are, everything, all bets are off at the moment. You just got to do what you got to do. But with that in mind, I have stopped drinking and smoking, and times are less fun, I have to say.
The thing is, Harriet, you have never stopped smoking.
I have.
Because you
I
crave
just don't
it.
buy them.
No, it's because you always crave it. So you're never. So unless you get to the point where you don't want one, you will never have stopped. Because you are consistently wanting one.
But I think that's every smoker.
No, because like when I stopped, I was happy I'd stopped. I wasn't craving it. And when I saw other people smoke, I didn't want it. What made me start again was for fun.
That's just because you're just like facetious though. Like you're like, whatever I do is right. Whatever decision I make,
means?
No, maybe not, but that was a facetious comment to question whether that's what facetious means.
Facetious means.
I hate you have that computer there. I can always tell when you're
treating serious issues with deliberately inappropriate humour.
Thank you.
Wait, no, but that's wrong, isn't it?
Yes.
You hate that I have the computer here.
Well, because I say something and then I immediately see like the light flicker in your glasses and you're
talking into a computer.
Me.
I'm not fact checking you. I'm looking at my. I'm not going to tell you.
You're looking at what?
Nothing.
Anyway, we've got off track. It's your birthday.
Well, but I can't imagine what I'm glad this birthday is in a pandemic.
No, you're just reframing it to make yourself happy. You're allowed to grieve your birthday.
I'm not grieving. I don't mind. What did I do on my last birthday? Yeah?
I think we sat in a pub.
No.
You didn't do anything.
The year before that, we went to see Rory Scovel at the Bill Murray. But last year, what did we do?
I don't know.
Let me go back in the calendar.
We should have made the most of it. A global pandemic was coming.
I went to see 1917 at the cinema.
Oh God, that's a bleak birthday.
I went to the IMAX to watch a war film, and I was very ill. I think I probably had COVID at the time, spreading it inside a cinema.
Oh my God.
So what will I do this year? No, I'm not like, the thing is, birthdays are like, I know some people absolutely thrive on having a little party or their friends around them, like you know, when you have a big dinner and then you get stressed about it and then all your friends are around, then you're stressed about which ones are turning up, which ones aren't paying the bill, and arguments about that. Whereas I'm like,
there's never arguments.
I came to your birthday late because I was doing something beforehand and it was kicking off. It was proper kicking off. There was like somebody had left without paying for their dessert, and I don't know who it was.
I never understand people that do that.
That's the thing. I can't be asked to deal with it. Yeah.
You'd rather not bother. You'd rather not spend time, even after this 9 months of solitude. You'd rather not spend time with people than have to deal with somebody not paying for dessert.
Yeah.
Great.
And it hasn't been 9 months of solitude either. I've seen someone at least twice a week, every week.
Yeah, but it's not like normal times.
Yeah, you're right.
What do you think is going to be different about you when you're 40? I can't imagine being 40. It just seems mad.
You better get used to it because you're rapidly heading that way.
No.
And time's only going to go faster as you get on a bit.
I've noticed that. It's baffling. Even the clouds move quicker. I don't know if it's because it's more windy. Do clouds move quicker?
It is windy today.
Yeah, but
I think you won't. Time doesn't actually go quicker. That's not true. It's the thing. I think what normally happens as you get older is that you don't really do new things that are scary or challenging to you. So that's why time feels like it's getting quicker.
That's why the pandemic has felt like it's gone very quickly.
That's why the pandemic has felt. This year has gone both slowly and very fast
Yeah.
in terms of like rapid changes, but day to day, yeah, it's very odd.
When do you think the pandemic will be over?
Stop asking me that.
Just, can you work it out, please? Because you haven't given me a
2022.
straight... No, but like,
Well, you're
we'll be
never
able
happy
to...
with the answer, so why do you keep asking?
Will I be able to go snowboarding this year?
This
In
year?
April?
Not in April, no.
Why?
No, you're not going on holiday in April. I'm sorry.
Okay, will I go on holiday in June?
Where?
Spain.
No.
July.
Yes.
Okay, great, because I've booked it.
What?
Yep.
You booked holiday?
I think it's from last year. It's rolled over.
Oh right, okay. That's well, yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Will I be able to go to Canada in, as the Canadians would say, the fall?
Well, that's the thing. I don't really know, because if it's another winter situation when it's not really, we don't really know if it's under control, then what can you do, really?
Sunil, next time we do this, can you just
I'm
work
not going
out?
to lie to you. I'm
I
not going
keep
to lie to you.
Googling it. When is this going to be over? And
Stop
nobody gives you a
Googling
straight
it, because
answer.
nobody knows.
But somebody knows. Somebody knows.
There is not. It's not like there's a secret.
I feel like somebody knows and they're just not telling me. I just want to make plans for my life.
But you can make plans for your life. They just don't have to be your holiday. It could be other stuff. Are you losing control over your life? Is this what you feel?
Yeah, I do. I feel like it's slipping away. When will I see my mum?
Whenever you want.
April.
Well, I mean, the rules say
March?
you can't, but you can break the rules and see what happens.
I've been such a good rule follower.
Yeah, but I mean, you can do what you want.
I can't. They've got me.
March.
They've tricked me.
March.
Do you think March? Yeah, March.
You can go and see her outside in March.
Go see my parents outside. What if I need the toilet?
Well, you've got bushes and stuff.
Yeah.
I'm worried about toilets, actually.
So you should. It's worth looking it up in advance. Brockwell Park has toilets.
Really? That you're allowed to use the
open.
toilet? Right.
Pardon?
So they've got usable toilets, public toilets?
Not all of them are open. There's one specific one which is near the Cafe on the Hill. If anybody's in Brockwell Park and panic, don't panic. Sorry. It looks like it's shut, but it's not.
Is this the big building at the top of the hill with a cafe inside it and like downstairs?
Not there, but near there. Those toilets are usually open.
Yeah, but how does that help me? Because I'm not there.
Well, if you were near there, then you could go.
Where are my nearest toilets that are open?
I don't know about Old Street. I think people just go there on the street. I wouldn't worry about it. Shoreditch.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because
fine.
That's that is a worry, because if you like out for a coffee, you just gotta go home.
I'm fine. It's very stressful for me, particularly because I drink a lot of drinks.
I think I've turned into you, because I find now I'm drinking a lot of tea throughout the day.
Yeah.
And I'll go to the toilet maybe every hour.
Yeah. Well, you've got to try and... It's a fear thing.
It's a fear thing, definitely.
You need to go, but you don't. You've got to try and, like, just for small increments, just try and not go.
But it's uncomfortable.
I know.
And I can't
really
think about other stuff, because I just want to be like, I want to get it done so I can get on with other stuff.
You think you're becoming more and more like me as you get older?
In one way, in one very specific way.
Yeah. Toilet. Okay.
No, I think you've not made any effort to change yourself this year. I think you ought to.
I actually have changed a lot. I've been through a death, and that changes everybody.
A death and a new life.
Death and new life, yeah. I mean, I'm a different person now. Do you know, we got back from the vets just after we got her put down, and then it started snowing. Just for a moment, and then it stopped.
Then it stopped and just turned into a sludge.
This is my cat, in case anyone didn't listen to the other podcast. My cat died.
Yeah. Very sad. Actually is, I think, I've met a lot of cats, not always been a fan of cats, but you're one. Big fan.
That honestly actually means a lot coming from you. Like, you sent a really nice message about it. Like, I genuinely do really appreciate that.
Well, she's a very sweet cat.
Because you are often the quickest to point out flaws. And so right now I really appreciate you just saying how much you loved her.
I don't think that's true at all.
Well, you can always find the negative in a situation.
I would try and find the real core of the issue, yeah. That's not just the negative.
Okay. Anyway, it's really sad that she died.
Thinking about playing Dungeons and Dragons with the lads this week. What do you reckon? Do you want to play?
I don't know. What does that mean?
You got to pretend to be on a quest. You got to choose a character. You want to be like an elf or something. Don't be an elf. They're awful.
No, I don't. I can't handle these things. I get
Why
very
don't you be
overwhelmed
like
by
no?
games.
But then you can be like an all-powerful wizard. Would you like that?
They make me too. You don't want to play with me. Trust me. You don't want this. What you
No, you're right. I don't want you anywhere near it.
You don't want it. It's too much emotion in too much.
Yeah. What do you reckon to this?
I think that's quite nice, yeah, but it's not very practical mic-wise. Sunil's currently leaning back really far in his chair. How's your bowl situation?
Yeah, I mean...
Still just one?
I want a plate, but I don't want to be the guy that sort of has to get a plate, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want the world to determine what I do with my life.
Sure.
Like, I want it to be my choice.
Yeah, sure.
That I get the plate because I want a plate, because I want one, not because, you know, everything's telling me I need one.
Yeah, no.
I think it's better to want things than to need them. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. No, it's you should eat off the floor. That makes much more sense.
No, I'm not eating off the floor, and you know it. If I need a flat surface, I'll use a chopping board.
No, it's too sad.
Why is that sad?
You can't use a chopping board.
Do you know what? That's the thing, isn't it? Like nobody wants to be a cliche, but I've turned into the cliche of the single man living on his own.
Absolutely.
And it isn't as bleak as I thought it would be. It's actually like, oh, I see now. They were very sensible.
But you adapt to your situation, so you've forgotten what it could be like.
To have plates.
You've blocked out how good it is having plates. Do you have any plate bowls? Plate bowls are quite good. It's
well,
like a
the
plate
bowl
with a
I've got
bowl.
is quite shallow, so it can be used for, you know, all sorts of stuff.
What if you get a pizza though? Oh, chopping board.
Chopping board.
What about a fish finger? In a bowl or on a chopping board?
It's a shallow bowl. It's quite wide.
You couldn't put a fish finger in a bowl. It doesn't make
I've had nuggets in the bowl.
No, nuggets maybe.
Nuggets, wedges.
What about a sandwich?
I haven't had any sandwiches. But I use the chopping board to have eggs in bagels on.
No, you can't have eggs on a chopping board, Sunil. That really makes me angry.
Why?
You can't. What if it's a poached egg? It'll be all runny. It'll slide off.
No, it gets soaked up with the bread.
Oh, God, no.
I can't poach eggs anyway. I almost bought a... don't know if you saw my Instagram story a few weeks ago where I was trying to buy a new toaster. And I spotted one in Argos which does eggs and beans at the same time. Did you see that?
Yeah,
and
you told me
I was like,
this.
I really wanted it. And then I spoke to my future new housemate, Helen Bauer, and she said she called me immediately when she saw it, and then she patched in Jordan Brooks. So we had a 3-way FaceTime conversation where they both told me not to buy it.
You don't want to be that person.
That's the thing. But I don't think possessions should define who you are as a person, but they really do scream about who you are as a person, don't they? It really is. It's such a shame that you can be defined by the toaster you have. But yeah, I didn't get it in the end. Yeah. But it is my birthday soon, and you haven't got me a present
excited.
Yet. So.
But we need to celebrate once this is over.
Do you know what I'm looking forward to? I am genuinely looking forward to one or two things when we can all be all together. First of all is getting hammered in a pub in an afternoon session.
Yes.
Secondly is just sitting in someone's house with nothing to do in the evening.
Yeah.
You look so sad.
Oh, it just feels so good.
I think like the best summer of my life was after I finished uni, and I had like I was doing a couple of days work a week doing random jobs. And in the evening, we just sit at our friend's flat that he had for the summer and just drink loads of cider and play the ladle game, where it'd be like you just hit each other on the head until until one of you says, "No, that's enough now."
What? That's really dangerous.
It was really dangerous, yeah.
No, but I mean now it could still be dangerous now because you'll have inflammation of the brain.
Yeah, we wouldn't hit that hard enough
No,
that
but
you knew you'd
repetitive
been.
head
Yeah,
injuries.
we'd give each other repetitive head injuries and drink cider for an entire summer. Just the idea of like having time with your friends without having to leave it, like without having an end point to it, is something I've
Yeah.
missed. Definitely, yeah.
Just feeling free and just the energy that it takes up. I don't know about you, but I just doing anything just feels hard.
Like what?
Like
Normal
do
stuff.
like I don't know. I just like do one bit of work and I'm just like, oh God.
See, yeah, that's the only thing keeping me sane is that I've been writing stuff, and if I just do like an hour or two of something that doesn't need to be done, like work wise, that keeps any anxiety at bay for sure.
But I'm doing that too. But then I'm just like, oh, like it just. But then that's all that it is, an hour or two of work. Like,
Yeah, yeah. But that is, if you didn't have that, think about how lost you'd be.
yeah, that's true. Because then at least you're like, oh God, finished.
Do you,
Time to put
like,
the TV on
yeah.
11 a.m.
I can't watch TV in the day. I just feel like the day is for when I should be just at a laptop or something. And then in the
No,
evening,
I'm the same.
I put the TV on in the evening and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? It's just absolutely
Yeah.
pointless. But what the things I've begun to resent are like, I really resent having to have a shower in the morning now. And I'm like, oh, this again.
You don't have to. If it's just you, you'll never be disgusted by your own smell. You don't need to worry about it.
No, I do need a shower every day. I will have it only because like it marks the beginning of a day. Like I can never sit around.
About this approach.
You what?
A daily shower. Could you just tell Bobby about it? Just slip it into conversation.
So you are, yeah. But then for me, it's like if I spent a day without having a shower, without having done any work, I wouldn't know what was happening. I'd be completely lost. Like those are the two things I'm gripping onto every day.
Yeah.
In terms of like, that's how I used to live. So I guess I've got to do it continually.
Yeah. No, I am seriously, how do you think you'll be different when you're 40? Do you think you're suddenly just going to become really like a dad?
I'm already like a dad, though. I dress like a dad. I look like a dad.
Scarf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you think you'll start like going like when you sit down?
I already do that. I really need to start doing yoga with Adrienne.
Yeah, we're saying this earlier. Yeah, you need to do
that. Yeah, I don't know. It's the slow decline now, isn't it? Really.
People say 40 is the new.
What?
30? 50? I don't know.
I don't know, because my skin's actually still pretty good. So, yeah. I mean, I maybe under
people
the beard.
People are always surprised when I tell them, and I tell a lot of people that you're about to turn 40. People are very surprised.
So who have you told?
Loads of people. I told Sunil at the weekend.
Surely they know how old I am, and I've known Sunil for years.
They don't know. But I tell them.
Yeah, no, it is a real big, it's a big milestone.
You'll be in your 40s. It's great. You've done so well. Think of all you've achieved. You should be very proud.
Well, that scared me because I don't think I've achieved anything.
I think you have, but I have a low bar.
No. People always look at other people and think they've achieved stuff, but I don't, like I'm sure if you really spoke to them, they probably think they've achieved nothing. I think the type of people that are happy with what they've achieved have achieved nothing.
I think you've really nailed your life outlook. I think that's a very good thing. Like you're very you know who you are, you know what you think, and you're not going to do anything you don't want to do. And I think that's pretty. Like a lot of people don't get that at 40.
Harriet, I frequently do things I don't want to do.
That's true.
I did a topless casting the other day.
You what?
Did a topless casting the other day, didn't I? Didn't want to do that, but then I just thought, actually, you've probably got to do the things that you don't want to do just to make the day different.
Yeah.
If you just did what you wanted to do, it'd be pretty boring, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Have you watched all of Bridgerton yet?
It's so shit.
So yeah.
I can't get over how much I've watched. Have you finished it? And it's still shit. No, I stopped.
You can't say it's shit when you've watched so many episodes.
I watched 5 episodes, and I just watching the last 2. I was like, I can't.
The sixth is the sexy one. I've told you this.
I watched a sexy one, and there was nothing in it.
No,
it was them having sex. It was just like, what am I doing here? This is mad. I watched The Bodyguard. That was it.
The Bodyguard.
Yeah, the BBC series is pretty good.
Oh, yeah. I do have something I just need to say.
I won't
On
let you
our
say it.
emails, I think whoever it is out
Don't
there...
start. No, let me look at them again.
This is making it worse
Oh my
because
God.
we pointed out the problem last time we did this about how we were getting signed up to all this spam, and now it's like got worse. Men's Health, somebody has signed us up for maybe that's for you, maybe because you've turned 40, that's what they're doing. Healthy or Heart Attack, you should read that. That's the headline.
You should read that.
You got me. And then there's one. So COVID can apparently cause erectile dysfunction. You should read that. The checkout for people who listens to us and subscribes to Men's Health. That blows my mind.
I don't know what's happening, isn't it? It's very odd. Someone's taken our email and sold it to. But no, these are reputable
it's someone out
publications.
there. We've got a troll in our midst.
I put my money on Stuart Laws.
He doesn't follow us anymore because he got angry because I didn't rise to his bait. So whoever's doing this.
Yeah, but the thing is, the more you complain about it, the more they'll just do it.
I'm saying thank you for doing this. Thank you so much. If you do it, you just bring me joy.
Very clever.
So do it more. Do it more. And now they won't want to do it because I said that. Isn't that right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I think so.
Great.
I think that's how it works.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I turned off notifications, so.
Yeah, I had to as well. It was overwhelming, just constantly getting told about right-wing American politics, like Bitcoin advice.
Oh no, we need that.
You do need that.
That might have been me signing us up to Bitcoin advice.
Has it been you? Did you sign up to Men's Health?
Let's have a look at Bitcoin today. 31,609.
Well, next time we do this, you are going to be in your 40s. And I will not be.
No, I mean, I can't. How many years have you got left? 6 years till you're 40.
6.5, yeah.
6 years.
And what am I going to do with those years? God, I hope the pandemic's over by then. I hope I can snowboard by then.
God, don't say that. Stop playing this video back.
What if I have a lockdown 40th? I'll actually be really upset.
Would you?
Well, I do want to party, I think.
Oh, you'll be too old to party at 40.
No, I'll just be beginning.
You'll be able to drink even less than you can now.
No, more. Because I'll be fitter. Get fit at 40, that's what they say.
You don't get fit to drink more.
Yeah, if you're fit, then you can drink more.
That's not true.
Oh, then I must be really fit because I get very ill.
It's got nothing to do with how much you can drink. Yeah, start running marathons so you can have more than 2 drinks a night.
Please, I would actually do that if it meant I could just be somebody that just can drink and drink and drink. I would run marathons.
All right. Yeah. Fine. That's something to aim for in 2021.
There we go. That could be my new goal.
Get ready for going out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go and I'll
Yeah, good to catch up.
See you when you're 40.
Yeah. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Thanks for listening, everyone.
Thanks, guys.